See this faucet? I hate it, it's boring, it's ugly, and most of all, it doesn't fit our style. So let's replace this with a more modern, functional faucet that just makes sense for this kitchen. Before taking out your old faucet, take note if there's a base plate or a hole cover. This counter has 3 holes drilled out and I need to cover 2 of them. The easiest way to do this, just find another base plate that matches your style. Some faucets come with them, the faucet I bought did not.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of show you how we mount this just on the edge of the counter here, so you kind of get a side view of what's going on. When you end up sliding it through the hole, this is basically just working on a wedge system where it's just pulling it and holding it. And the way it does that is you end up putting on the gaskets that they give you, and then you'll slide this piece up from the bottom, and it just ends up screwing on, and that's what it'll help wedge against the countertop. And so what's great is they have these little screws on there. So once you get it as tight as you can, you then tighten the screws and it'll help cinch or pull this tighter up against the counter.
Looking under the sink, there are a lot of pipes, lines, and tubes. So if you're new to this may be a little overwhelming. So real quick, here's a rundown of what you may see under your sink. Because my sink is on an island, the switch to the garbage disposal is under the cabinet. So over here on the left, you have a garbage disposal. And if you have a dishwasher, you may have an extra drain hose coming from your dishwasher to the garbage disposal. That's so all the crud on your dishes get pushed from the dishwasher to your garbage disposal. You have all your drains and of course, cold and hot water. My hot water has a T where it splits off so that hot water goes to the sink and hot water goes to the dishwasher. And now one of the first things that you're gonna do in this project is you're gonna shut the water off. So underneath your sink, you should have a valve, one for the cold, turn it, shuts it off, and one for the hot that's hidden back there. Since this one T's, there are 2 shutoffs. One that goes to the dishwasher, and then the one that goes to my sink. The one that goes to my sink is this top one, so we'll go ahead and just shut that off. Now once you have the water shut off, you could then disconnect the lines. There will still be water in the lines you disconnect, so have a towel ready for the small mess. Your faucets that have a pull-down style head will have this loop that will need to be disconnected. If you do not have this style, you can go ahead and skip this step. This style has a blue clip holding the 2 connections together. I just pop this off with my thumb and you can literally just pull the 2 lines apart. Not all models are set up like this though. Now once under the sink, you can see this faucet has the same wedge system I explained earlier. Just loosen the screws and you could then unthread the nut holding the faucet in place. Once everything is disconnected, you can then pull it out from the top. Now I just reverse the process with the new faucet. Once you have your lines through the counter, fish up all of your gaskets before connecting anything. Seems a little self-explanatory, but I'd be lying to you if I said I haven't done this before. Once you fish all the gaskets up, you could then connect just the faucet line. I do this now so if I drop the gaskets, they don't fall all the way off the lines. Then thread your nut onto the faucet and snug it up the best you can by hand. Once it's snug, check your faucet to make sure that it's lined up where you want it, base plate and all. Then go back under the sink, tighten the screws, and really lock it in place. Now we just add the weight to the line following the instructions for the faucet that you purchased. This is what helps pull the faucet hose back under the sink when you're done using the faucet head. And then attach your water lines, making sure that you are connecting the correct lines. You know, hot to hot, cold to cold. If you mess this up, you'll figure it out pretty quick. Now the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna turn the water on. I do it slowly, so if there's any leaks, I can quickly just crank it back off. No leaks. And on this one, again. And then give her a test. I really appreciate you watching today. If you enjoyed this video and learned something from it, consider subscribing down below. It's completely free to you and it will let you know when I post new videos so you can follow along as I continue to transform this builder basic house into a beautiful home.